All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom, Shalom. It's Brother Kalak Ayash coming back with another prophecy update. And before I get started, I'd like to give all and glory and praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Malak Yahushai, Yahweh, who the world inwardly calls God, but the true name of the Heavenly Father, according to the Paleo Hebrew, is Yahweh, and it means He exists. The true name of the only begotten Son, again, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ, His name is Yahweh Shai, which means He to deliver. The Most High God Yahweh sent His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai to deliver, to redeem, to bring salvation to their inheritance, their purchased people, which are the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, primarily here in Babylon the Great, but also scattered across the four corners of the earth. um, and also maybe living amongst the other nations, Salakia. But if their spirit bear witness, right, they will be, and if they endure to the end, of course, they will be a part of the nation of Israel. Shalom to the house of David. Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the elders that paved the way, and we have just entered into their labors. So I'm gonna jump straight into the scriptures, and I'm gonna start here, right through the spirit. This next prophecy update, which is so much happening, but I'm gonna give the little bit the Lord gave me, and then I'll bring it out, and that'll be it. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse number 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. The majority of our people, the Lord bringing prophecy to pass, and we see the scriptures coming out the page. A lot of our people are still distracted, the cares of this life, and thinking that the Lord is tarrying, thinking that the judgment is never going to come. But surely the judgment will come. The judgment is going to come, and I got to get it. It's tarrying, but it's going to come. I mean, we see, again, prophecy unfolding. Hold on, let me just get straight to the point. So this is also, too, it's a prophecy update, but it's an exhortation to know that the Lord is working. The Lord is always working. And to stay in the spirit, you got to, now you can't wholly give your, no, it could be overwhelming at times, but this is just an exhortation to continue to watch. To watch. The Lord told us to watch. This will keep you in the spirit to think you, because if you don't watch, you'll think we're going to be here forever. You think that Babylon's going to continue forever, Esau is going to oppress forever, and just no. But it's gonna come to an end. So this is an exhortation to make sure you watch. And also to edify, Lord willing. But this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse number 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So it seems like it's tarrying. Just wait for it. And the elect will be ready. Lord willing, we be at the elect. The elect is going to be ready when it comes. But though it seemed like the Lord's not slack concerning his promise, he wants the elect has to repent. The elect has to be sealed. And then the end's gonna come. So just be patient. But I'm gonna get this. All right, which this bear attacks happen all the time, but they're increasing. And it's prophecy. So this is I just typed in bear attacks 2025. I kept seeing on my headlines, bear attacks kept popping up. So I just went ahead and looked into it. So it says in 2025, significant bear attacks have occurred in both Japan and Canada. So okay. Japan experienced its deadly month on record in October, with 7 deaths and 88 maulings, leading to increased anxiety and countermeasures like AI surveillance. In British Columbia, Canada, a grizzly bear attacked a school group on a field trip, injuring 11 people, 4 of whom were seriously injured, prompting a search for the bear. Well, they're gonna kill the bear, but the bear is just doing what the bear is doing. All right, the bears eat people. Brown bears eat people. Black, essentially, all the bears they eat you, but brown bears they eat you. So we got in Japan, British Columbia, well, with Canada, and also in October in the U.S. But this is the Lord putting His spirit. And a couple years ago, let me get this through the spirit. Orca whale attacks, because they was attacking boats a couple years ago. Get into that. It says orcas are ramming and This is 5 years ago. Orcas are ramming and damaging sailboats, particularly in waters off the Iberian Peninsula, Spain, Portugal, Morocco, with behavior originating in 2020. Scientists believe this is not aggressive. It is. So they know who Esau is, but a form of playful or cultural behavior that has spread through different pods. No, the Lord is putting His spirit on the animals to buck up and to destroy you. Right? So it is judgment of the Most High at the end of the day. Now, only a spiritual man will see that. Out of nowhere, now all of a sudden they want to play with the boats. The Lord is putting a spirit of vengeance on these animals, and we understand a lot of people will be destroyed by animals in the last days. So let me get Sirach chapter 39 and verse number. I'm gonna start at 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for sinners. The principal thing for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil for clothing. So this is all you need. All right, this is all you need in this life is the simple things, the cheap things. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned to evil. There be spirits that He created for vengeance, showing you the Most High is powerful, His dynamic. The Lord created certain spirits to jump on animals, to jump on people, to manipulate elements for the sole reason of vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in His commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress His word. So these animals, people, when the Lord says puts a spirit on certain vessels to bring forth His wrath and His destruction, that's exactly what happens. And that's what we're seeing in the earth with the orcas, with the bears. And recently, there's jaguar sightings in the U.S. So it said jaguar sightings in the U.S. are rare and primarily occur in southern Arizona with occasional reports from Mexico and Texas. So hey, look, these things are going to be taking people out in the last days. Teeth of wild beast. Damn jaguars going to be getting people. Bears going to be getting people. The animals in the zoo is going to break out. Remember, a time like never before is coming upon this earth. And as it seems, the government opened back up. It may seem like things go back to normal. Everybody celebrating Thanksgiving today. But it's not. It's just destruction coming. We pushing that spirit out there because the Lord said, then the end going to come. Not a second until the men of the Lord, we have to push the end because we know that the end of this system, when prophecy unfolds, is going to be the righteous kingdom established upon this earth. So, where we want to go now? Okay, we got that. I'll get that out of here. Okay, so we got the whitehouse.gov. Seen this earlier. I read the whole article earlier. I'm not going to read it again. I'll probably read the first two paragraphs. So, the Trump administration is launching something called the Genesis mission. And we all know Genesis goes back to the Holy Scriptures. It means the beginning. So this is the beginning of, which really they've been instituting it, the so-called NWO, the so-called New World Order. Section 1, the purpose. From the founding of our republic, scientific discovery and technological innovation have driven American progress and prosperity. Today, America is in a race for global technology dominance in the development of artificial intelligence, an important frontier of scientific discovery and economic growth. To that end, my administration has taken a number of actions to win that race, including issuing multiple executive orders and implementing America's AI Action Plan, which recognizes the need to invest in AI-enabled science to accelerate scientific advancement. In this pivotal moment, the challenges we face require historic national effort, comparable in urgency and ambition to the Manhattan Project that was instrumental to our victory in World War II and was a critical basis for the foundation of the Department of Energy and its national laboratories. So what he's comparing this Genesis mission to the Manhattan Project. What is the Manhattan Project? Let's see. Where's that at? Where's Manhattan Project? Here we go. Let's see what the Manhattan Project is. Look up the Manhattan Project. So it says the Manhattan Project. It says the code name for the American project set up in 1942 to develop an atom bomb. The project culminated in 1945 with the detonation of the first nuclear weapon at White Sands in New Mexico. So this administration is comparing the Genesis mission to the development of the first nuclear missile. So that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. So this is going to aid in. We don't even fully know. We could just make speculation. Speaking as a man, this has a lot to do with the next world's war. You would have to say. One would say. But I'm gonna keep reading. This order launches the Genesis mission as a dedicated, coordinated national effort to unleash a new age of AI accelerated innovation and discovery that can solve the most challenging problems of the century. The Genesis mission will build an integrated AI platform to harness federal scientific data sets, the world's largest collection of such data sets developed over decades of federal investments to train scientific foundation models and create AI agents to test new hypotheses, automate research flows, and accelerate scientific breakthroughs. The Genesis mission will bring together our nation's research and develop resources, combine the efforts of brilliant American scientists, including those that are national laboratories, with pioneering American businesses, world-renowned universities, and existing research infrastructure data repositories. So, I mean, that's pretty much it on that. So they're putting it as a ploy to make the world better, to make the world a better place. And I seen something, but it's really to spy on the American people. And at the end of the day, it's really to institute the charagma, the MOTB, to institute Revelation 13 and 16 in your right hand or in your forehead. That's really what it's coming down to, man. So let me go to, and I seen earlier, I'm gonna type in AI ecosystem, see what come up. Esau's trying to play the Most High. Let me see. It says the AI ecosystem is a collaborative network of stakeholders, technologies, and applications that drive the development and deployment of artificial intelligence. So they're merging man with machine. So let me get a precept. Second Thessalonians. Let me see. Mystery of iniquity. I'll find it like that. Mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he that now let will let until he be taken that away. I spelled it wrong. Who's that? We that's gonna be taking that away. Esau got to be taking that away. So this is Second Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse number 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he now who letteth will let. Only he now letteth he will let until he be taken out of the way. Now Esau has to be taken out of the way. If not, no flesh will remain. Verse number 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's what's happening now with this word. Us going into these precepts, the prophecies, the watching, precept upon precept, destroying this man, really Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but through vessels is destroying and putting a light on all the wickedness that he's doing. Verse number 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. AI is a powerful sign and a lying wonder. Like, remember, he likened his Genesis mission unto the Manhattan Project. This beast that made fire to come down from heaven. Power, signs, and lying wonders. Here it is, you can ask the chat any damn thing, and they give you an answer. For the most part, power and signs and lying wonders. Verse number 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So this, remember, this engrafted word, this truth, knowing that you're an Israelite, knowing that, hey, the Spirit of the Lord is prophecy, this word is able to save your soul. But again, this man is looking to deceive you with the lockdown of this new system that he's implemented upon this earth. All right, so I'm gonna go to what we got next. Okay, this is from today, I believe, or yesterday. So it says one National Guard member was the Lord deleted him, allowed him to be deleted. Another critically injured after the DC shooting. So I'm just gonna play this. I don't even know this is there. It might not play. You might not hear the audio. You know what? You gotta look it up yourself, because I'm not even gonna play. I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna read it. So it says, what we know so far, Slakia. One National Guard member has died as a sprawling federal investigation is underway after yesterday's ambush-style shooting in Washington, D.C. Another National Guard member is fighting for his life, President Donald Trump said in a Thanksgiving address to service members. So the suspect has been identified as Afghan national name, whatever his name is, right? We'll just call him Ishmael. He was also wounded and taken to the hospital. Trump said the administration is looking into whether to deport his family. So Ishmael came to the country in 2021 under Operation Allies, welcome from assisting in the U.S. and Afghanistan. He was granted asylum in April. A U.S. official told CNN that Ishmael was clean on all checks before working with the CIA and again before coming to the U.S. U.S. agencies announced additional reviews of asylum cases and some green card recipients after President Donald Trump called for an even more intense immigration crackdown following the attack. While the motive is not yet clear, Trump has called the shooting an act of terror. So what's going to play of this? And he worked with the CIA, and we know the CIA is wicked as all hell. So, I mean, come on now, man. This is going to bring forth more, what's that word? I can't even think of the word. Authoritarianism. I can't say it. More of lockdowns. I'll just say it like for lack of better words. So we see all hell breaking loose in the earth. And where he just had the troops at. But where are the troops at? Why aren't the troops cracking down how they were in our hood? Why you don't go? Why isn't it? I thought this DC was the safest place. Let me look that up real quick. I thought DC was safe. So how did this happen? DC safer. It might not come up now. It says, whether Donald Trump's action made the U.S. safer is subject of intense political debate. Yeah, man, he was saying it. He was saying it. When all that was going on, when there was now, look, see, the Lord is the ultimate mocker. Here it is. A couple months ago, you were sending troops to D.C. Let me see this real quick. Let me go back. Salakia. Let me bring that back. Okay, let me look this up real quick. National Guard. Let me just see. National Guard in DC. No, not shot in DC. See, it's not going to come up now because this is all that's being talked about. Well, we all know if you've been watching like you're supposed to, the Lord allowed this administration to send the troops into our hood to harass us. And then months later, look what happens. You got this happening. So what did the Lord say? Let me go back to the Apocrypha and go to Baruch. Baruch chapter 4, I believe, and verse number 38, I want to say. Baruch chapter 4 and 38. Let me just pull up the whole chapter. It might be 28. Luke chapter 4 and verse number 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. And watching these prophecies, watching everything that the Lord told us what happened, and actually going into the precepts and seeing happening, it should comfort you. If it don't comfort you, you have to really check and see what your spirit is. Where are you ready to leave this place? Do you really want to see Babylon fall? Because this should comfort you. That all hell breaking loose in this wicked revised Roman system, this place that's against us, that's polluted, that we're never going to amount to anything here if it's not serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Now, we take care of our family, we take care of ourselves the best way we can to use this world, don't abuse it, but we're never going to amount to anything but a slave in this system. Whether it be a average paid slave or a high paid slave, at the end of the day, if you don't go all out and sell your soul for a way like a better choice words I could use, you're not going to amount to anything here unless you just all out wicked. So to see the fall of this place, it should comfort you. And knowing this, verse number 31, miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. So the Lord is bringing misery upon Babylon the Great that received our sons. And he's going to continuously bring more and more misery upon this place. So the Lord wants to separate. And then look at this. Two Edomite men. I had a picture of them, but it's not popping up now. Two North Texas men indicted in an alleged plot to invade Haitian Island, remove all the men from the earth, and enslave the women and the children. Two North Texas men are facing charges allegedly plotting to invade the island off Haiti, to delete all the men and turn the women and children into their sex slaves, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, Eastern District of Texas. U.S. Attorney J.R. Combe announced on Thursday that Gavin Rivers Weisenberg, 21 of Allen, and Tanner Christopher Thomas, 20, these are young men, of Argo, have been charged with conspiracy to murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign country and production of child lewdness. The two-count indictment was returned by a federal grand jury in the Eastern District of Texas. So, this is the wicked, man. I got to get a picture on these guys. I got to get a picture on these guys right here. What's his name? Gavin Rivers. I'm going to type that in. So this place got these people got to go, man. The Lord has to bring judgment. Gavin Rivers. No. This guy. These guys. Young men. Look at them. Look at them. Look at the spirit. They were looking to go get the Lord's people, man. So this, again, and you think, hey, look, you want to raise your children here? Look at this, man. This place got, the Lord has to bring judgment. I got to get it, man. Micah 2. Micah chapter 2 and verse number 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. And who's the Lord going to do it with? He's going to do it with Gavin and Tanner. The sword. This is the Lord's sword. The men, their nation is Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Salakia, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai's sword. And the Lord, it's just, remember, a time like never before is on this earth. So it's going to get more evil and more wicked. The wicked, which is thy sword, delivered. So we need deliverance. So our people got to take this word seriously. Get off that folly pill that everybody just popping folly pills in the last days for free. And Satan just giving them out for free for the low. Popping folly pills. It used to be Molly, now it's folly. Everybody on folly. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And we want this. The elect needs this. Because we understand that. These are low-level guys. Now, imagine, because remember, Esau, man, he coming in like a madman. His kingdom, once he know the jig is up and it's over, it's going to be these guys, uncles, and the men of their nation, they're going to be like madmen. And you watch these, you tap in and you watch these Navy SEALs. Them boys ain't no joke. Esau is a perfectionist with that sword. Let me get another one. And what did the Lord say? Ezekiel chapter 21 and 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh, say a sword. A sword is sharpened and also furbished. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. You're looking at the slayer right here. Esau, the Edomites. I mean, it's not hidden no more. I mean, these people are the Edomites, man. They're the slayer that the Lord's going to use them to destroy 2/3 of our people. And the ones that they don't get, the missiles will finish. All right, so I can close that out. Well, let me what we got here. Segue to Moab. So what do we know? Want to know what to know about the Delhi apartment fire in Hong Kong from this PBSnews.com. Again, fair use for edification. Right? No, we're not getting no money out, nor do we want any money. Right? Hong Kong, AP Firefighters battled for a second day to extinguish a blaze at a high-rise apartment complex in Hong Kong on Thursday as the death toll rose to 83 in one of the deadliest blazes in the city's modern history. Rescuers holding flashlights were going from apartment to apartment at the charred towers as thick smoke poured out from some windows at the Wong Fuk at the Wong Fuk Court Complex, a dense cluster of buildings housing thousands of people in Tai Po district, a northern suburb near Hong Kong's border with the mainland. So, hey, look, Wong got, the Lord let him in, man. Because these people want to be like Esau. Let me get to that. What's that? Second Ezra's, I want to say 15. I don't remember exactly what I said. Why did I do that? Hold on, Salaki. Mind if I say, let me go back to the apocrypha. Second Ezra 16 and verse number 17. No, that's not it. That's not it. Here it goes. It was 16 and 1. Second Ezra 16 and 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon in Asia. Let me pull up the whole. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sackcloth and bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble when it have begun to burn? No. The answer is no. And this is just a start, because you want to be like the Edomites. So this is just the start, right? Now, that was only a couple, so I got one more. One more. But continuously watch. I end off with this. Continuously watch. And stay in the spirit. We almost out of here. Though it's tarrying, it's going to happen. Trust Yahweh Shem Shah. The end will come. Right? We will cease from our labors. We will get the kingdom. If we be the elect. Just have the faith. So this is from BorderReport.com. Mexico pushes back against farmer blocking highways and ports of entry. So all hell is breaking loose in Issachar, in Mexico. As farmers shut down highways and block truck access to U.S. ports of entry for a second consecutive day, the president of Mexico says she wanted to clarify what the ruckus was about. There is a new water law. Some are protesting to keep privileges that should not exist anymore. The water law aims to return water to the nation, guarantee the human right to water, and that water no longer can be used as merchandise. President Claudia Sheinbaum said on Tuesday. I gotta look into this woman. That was in Mexico City and Juarez. Farmers placing tractors on access roads to commercial crossing had a different story. Farmers need credits for machine parts and for seeds. We want safer highways, said Heraclio Rodriguez, a protest leader in Juarez. We worried they are taking away our water rights. If they do that, we are finished. Yeah, man, because it's only one way. They are look, it's a new world, man. It's a new world, and the Lord is calling you, the northern kingdom, to repent. So this ain't gonna help. This ain't gonna do it. We gotta come together like this under Yahweh Shem Shai. This ain't gonna do it. This is basically just shouting around saying no justice, no peace. This ain't gonna do it as you hold the flag of your oppressor. This ain't it. This ain't it. I'll close off with this. Hosea chapter 13. Oh. Hosea 13 and verse number 9. O Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself, but in me is thy help. So we can't be trusting in Esau, trusting in the government, because slowly but surely it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. So continuously watch. Let me just get that. Continuously watch these prophecies, which is, again, the spirit of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and know that the end is going to come. Revelation 19 and verse number 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So we got to be in the spirit of prophecy. And what did the Lord say best? Watch ye. Watch. The Lord was so big on telling us to watch. Not the Super Bowl. Not just watch the folly of this world. Matthew 24 and 42. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come, but we know he's coming. And how do we know that? Because we're in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Shah watching these prophecies. So I'd like to give honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, B'Hashem, Hamashiach, Malak, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, continue to watch, family. Shalom to the elect, Shalom.